Hey, what's the fastest way to get in ketosis? Check out this video and I'll tell you. Hey, I'm Ileka and I'm a mom of 4 who lost 120 pounds through a ketogenic diet, exercise, and intermittent fasting, right? So these were lifestyle changes for me because I was someone who loved bread, I loved grains, I loved pasta, like you name it, and I loved it, you know? And so I had to make it a lifestyle change. I had to change my life and look at the way that I was eating food. So in this video, I wanna talk to you about how to get into ketosis quickly, right? Because there are times where folks will fall out of ketosis. Maybe you had a special occasion, an event, whatever it is, and now you want to get back into ketosis. Or maybe you're just starting off keto, right? And so you're like, I want to get into ketosis so that I can avoid the keto flu and, you know, all these other things. So let's talk about how to get you into ketosis fast, right? So I've got 3 steps for you. My first step to get into ketosis, right? And this is what I do first thing in the morning, just about every morning. Fat burning workouts, right? So this is gonna mean a mix of things like HIIT, which is high intensity interval training, and strength training together, because you wanna really get the body going, right? You wanna be in like calorie burning mode, fat burning mode, like really killing it. Because what that's doing is, while you were sleeping overnight, right, your body has hit a fasted state. Because you've been, the last time you ate was likely around, 7 p.m., 8 p.m., whatever that is. Then when you went to bed at 10 or 11, now you've been fasting basically all night long from 8 p.m. to 6 a.m. and now you're getting a good workout in, right? So that fasted workout is helping you to continue to use whatever glycogen storage you have, and it's helping to deplete that glycogen storage even quicker, right? So that fasted workout is helping your body, because now your body wants to get the energy from somewhere, right? So it's using the glycogen storage, and eventually it's gonna start using or start looking for ketones to use, right? So you wanna get something like that anaerobic type of workout in, which is again that HIIT strength training, that mix of both. Check out my workouts and you'll see how I do it, right? So that's tip number 1, right? Or step number 1, get your fasted workout in the morning, right? Something that's going to drive you, those interval type things, right? Step number 2, fat. Okay, so I am not one of those keto people who eats a ton of fat all the time, right? But when I'm trying to get into ketosis quickly, that's when I get my fats in, and I get them in early. So I get my workout in, right? My fasted workout, and then I get my fats in. That's when I get my bulletproof coffee going. I love my bulletproof coffee. I've got recipes on here for my bulletproof coffee, but it's essentially black coffee, MCT oil, and if you want to put butter in it, I don't really do the butter as much anymore. I'll just do the MCT oil and a little bit of heavy cream, or I'll do the keto coffee creamer, whatever it is that I want to put in, right? Because I have to have cream in my coffee. So I'll put that in there and I will drink that coffee, and it is so good. And so that is going to give me that dietary fat. The body is like, hold up, I don't have glycogen storage because you've been working off my glycogen, with, your fasted workout and with sleeping, right? Now, the first thing I'm getting into me to use for energy is these fats from this bulletproof coffee. So now your body wants to start using fat for energy, right? So it starts pushing you into ketosis, right? So that fat, right? Getting that fat in early. And I mean, when I'm saying getting that fat in, I mean, that's all you're getting in is that fat. So these are high fat things. Like that bulletproof coffee is, like I said, is MCT oil and coffee, black coffee, right? And maybe some heavy cream. So it's tons and tons of fat, like a good deal of it. And so now your body is working through that, right? And that just gave you some extra energy and that kind of extra push, so you're feeling good too. And it's also gonna keep you full for quite some time. Fats fill you up, right? And so because you're so full with those extra fats, you don't necessarily want anything else to eat, so you're actually not hungry for a while, right? So again, this is still helping with the glycogen depleting process, right? Depleting that glycogen storage, right? And so it's also helping your body starting to run on fats, and now your body's starting to look to make ketones, right? And so then the next thing is eating a keto diet the rest of the day. So usually if I'm working to get in ketosis, right? And I like to do a 24-hour get into ketosis process, right? When I've had, you know, a rough time of it, maybe I've had an occasion, you know, birthday or a vacation or something, I'll push myself into ketosis pretty quickly, and this is how I do it. So I actually will have my bulletproof coffee. I might even have a second cup of bulletproof coffee. And then for dinner, I'm going to stick with, you know, a fatty meat, maybe a salmon, right? And some vegetables with some oil and vinegar on it. Like, so salmon over spinach, oil and vinegar, and that is going to be my dinner, right? So again, I haven't eaten any grains that day. I haven't eaten any corn, any, you know, pastas. I'm not even doing like almond flour or anything else, right? I'm staying really, really low carbs this day, right? And usually I'm in ketosis within 24 hours. And so that works very well. Now I will say, everyone is different, right? So I mentioned that I'm in ketosis in 24 hours. I've been doing keto for a long time. So if I come out of ketosis, for, you know, a few days where I am, you know, maybe I'm intermittent fasting or whatever it is that I'm doing, my body does recognize keto pretty quickly, and I do get in it very quickly. But for someone else doing the same process, especially if you're brand new, this might take 2 days, maybe even 3, right? But I actually would believe it'll probably take less. It'll probably take around 2 days for you to get into ketosis. This is one of the fastest ways I've seen people get into ketosis. Now, what do you do once you're in ketosis? Now you just eat keto, right? And that means, what does that mean for you, right? That means, again, avoiding those carbs, those sugars, right? So no sugar whatsoever, right? I would even say avoid most sweeteners. The only sweetener I'll use when I am like being very strict with my keto is the stevia drops or the monk fruit drops. That is it. I won't go erythritol. I don't go any of those sugar alcohols, because again, this is me getting into ketosis fast and staying in ketosis. And so that is how you do it, right? Again, it's fasted workouts, right? That HIIT type workouts. So it's really elevating the heart rate, really getting you going. Then it's the fat fasting, right? So basically getting that bulletproof coffee or whatever you want to do to get your fats in, right? For some people, it's literally like drinking bone broth with MCT oil or something like that, right? Or some people would literally just drink MCT oil. I would never do that. That's not my move. That's not my ministry. That's not how I do things. But some people do that, right? And you know, it'll help you get into ketosis because now your body's looking to burn fat. And then again, the third thing is eating keto, staying very low on carbs, especially for the days when you're trying to get in ketosis. Once you're in ketosis, you can go back to, you know, sticking to those 20 net carbs and, you know, that whole process. Obviously tracking, understanding your macros, all those things. And we can talk about that in another video. But I just wanted to show you here how you get into ketosis, all right, and how you do it quickly. Hopefully that helped you. Now, if you're looking for a guide on how to start keto, you can go to my website, lifehealthnow.com, and you'll find my toolkit for keto success, all right? So go ahead and go to my website and download that and get started on your keto journey, all right? We'll talk to you soon. Take care.
Don't forget to subscribe. Be sure to watch my mom's next video.